Coming up on Morning Call, Joe Kernan will be back with more of his stocks to watch in the morning.
Also ahead, mortgage strategies for rising interest rate environment. Mortgage expert James Nutter will share them with Consuelo Mack in strategy session. Morning Call will be right back. But thankfully, joining us for her daily strategy session is Consuelo Mack. Consuelo.
Thank you, Liz. Well, mortgage rates experienced their biggest one-week jump ever last week. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage surged a half a percentage point to 6.37%. And Americans are already responding. They applied for mortgages to buy homes in near record numbers last week and sharply decreased their efforts to refinance. Well, what is the best strategy at a time like this? Joining me is James Nutter Jr. He is CEO of the mortgage company James B. Nutter & Company Mortgage that bears his name. And Mr. Nutter, good to see you.
Good morning.
The last time you and I talked in late May, the Fed had just announced its deflation-fighting strategy, and mortgages were going the other way, and the 30-year fixed rate had dropped to about 5.25%, and you advised our viewers to take advantage of those historically low rates at that time. What is your advice to our viewers now?
Well, when rates did drop to that historic levels, my advice is always take advantage of it. However, rates are now at about 6 3/8% on a 30-year fixed rate. That is still a very good interest rate, and if you're in the market to buy a home, I would still go ahead and buy, because there's more than likely a chance that the house you're looking at is going to be worth more next year and it's going to cost more next year. Also, if you're looking to refinance, if it makes sense, go ahead and do it, because I don't really see rates coming down too much in the near future.
Well, let's talk about that, because after last week's historic rise in mortgage rate, what is your outlook for rates right now?
Well, hopefully we will get some sort of stability. Last week it was a very chaotic time in the bond market. Rates were just shooting up daily. This week so far it has been a lot more stable. Anytime there's more stability, that is good for the market and also good for the public. I do not really see rates coming back down anywhere near to what they were. Hopefully they will settle back down a little bit more than right now for the sake of our country.
All right. Your recommendation for home buyers or anyone who wishes to refinance remains 5 or 7 year reset fixed rate mortgages. How do they work, and why are you recommending them?
Well, very simply, on a 30-year fixed rate, it's 6 3/8%. On a 5-year reset, it's at 5%. So you get 1 3/8% benefit over a 5-year period. Also, the average length that someone has a mortgage now in America is 5 years. So even if you found your dream home and it's going to live there another 15 years, if you're average, you're going to have 3 mortgages during that time period.
But the point being that you wouldn't lock in a rate, a 30-year fixed rate mortgage now, but what you would do is you'd go with the adjustable rate because of the fact that the interest rate environment, as we know, can change so rapidly.
And first of all, this 5 and 7 year reset is a fixed rate. So you are signing a fixed rate mortgage when you close. But yes, I would take advantage of that 1 3/8% spread, which is a little higher than normal. Usually it's about 1 to 1 1/4%.
You have experienced many different interest rate climates. Your company is one of the oldest privately owned mortgage companies in the business. What do you make of this latest spate of unprecedented rate volatility? Is this what we're in for in the future?
Well, a lot of it was driven by hedge fund selling over the last week or two. People who had made bets either on margin and had to sell no matter what because they were being called. So yes, there is going to be more volatility in our market than we've probably been used to in the past.
All right.
However, it is still going to be based off of fundamentals in the long run.
All right, we'll leave it there. James B. Nutter Jr., thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And tomorrow in strategy session, PIMCO